On to the scare zones for this year. They're here and there. Some of them are really good. Some of them are... First scare zone I'm going to jump in was my number one most anticipated is Dead Man's Wharf. This zone is... Some people say it's very small, it's very claustrophobic, it's, you know, it needs to be widened more. I think it works pretty well because it kind of forces you on this journey kind of around the ship. It doesn't force you to kind of like have too much freedom to just venture off. You're kind of forced on a certain pathway. I think that works really best for the actors, and I think it works really good when the fog is like thick and you can't see anything in front of you, and then you have the kind of flashing of the lightning, and then all of a sudden you see something kind of in the fog. I think it creates these little moments that kind of stick with you. I enjoyed the zone. I think it's really good. The only thing I can say about it, I kind of wish it was a little bit more amped up as far as the scares, but other than that, I think it's a great zone. On to A Chance in Hell. The zone, it's weird to me. I think it works when Chance is in the zone. If you take Chance out, it's just a weird psychoscarapy type of zone, and we had psychoscarapy last year, so that for me kind of makes it weird in certain ways, that we kind of have these psycho patients that are not really that interesting. Some of them are really cool, some of them are just kind of regular, just kind of basic. Did more with the stages that are there. That's just kind of a boring, plain idea. I just think like maybe they had, you know, much greater things planned out, and that's just kind of what they came up with the budget or something. I don't think the other stages should be there, basically. I think get rid of the stages, add more actors, more lights, give Chance a bigger stage. I think that would have worked out a little bit better. All right, the next maze I'm going to talk about is Banshee's Lair. This zone kind of gets a lot of flack. It gets a lot of hate. I can sort of understand some of it. Central Park has become kind of just a basic zone. It's kind of what you expect. It's either going to have pumpkins or something kind of Halloween related, basically. And this is no different. The zone is an interesting zone. I really kind of dig it in sort of a weird way. I like the Banshees. I like the ghosts kind of stuff they used in there. I just love kind of like the mixture of different things in there. I didn't know how we were going to get this from the logo, from the artwork basically, and the description. I didn't know how the Banshees were going to look. They look really cool. I think the makeup job on them, and they're particularly very beautiful ladies. I thought they handled that pretty well. And the Banshee type of looking ones, I think they look okay. Some people say they look like nightingales. Sort of. I mean, hey, if you still have the mask, why not use it again, right? They like to reuse props. I think the tiger looking people, they look really cool as far as the makeup on them. Yeah, I really like the zone. It's just not like number one for me, but I really enjoy it. I think everything about it's really, really cool to look at and go through. On to a zone that me and Josh, if you know Josh, you should know him by now. He does really, really great videos, but that's besides the point. It's a zone that me and him kind of disagree on. He really likes it. I'm not sold on it. That zone is survive or die. I think if you go into the zone and you kind of know the backstory, it helps a lot. But if you go in and you don't know that, it is a confusing zone. It's just a bunch of people running around in raggedy clothes. Really not much is interesting to look at, other than I would say the people with the gas mask is kind of interesting. But besides that, the other people are not really interesting to look at. The projection, kind of with the buildings crumbling, it's really cool, but I've seen that before, so it's not really anything new to me. They do have this kind of golf cart thing that drives around, and I think it's kind of pointless to have that. I stood around in the zone and I watched the thing go around like 4 times, and that's all it did. Go around, go around. And I was just like, okay, so that's all it's gonna do. I really like the fire effects. I like the interaction between guests and the factions. So the zone to me is missing something. I'm not sure if it's a show basically, or more props added to it or something. The lighting I think is really bad also. It's, for the most part, it's really dark in this zone, other than the fire flames, and this is not a knock on any of the actors in the zone. I think they do a good job as far as interacting with the guests. I think that part is fun. I don't know. I'm not sold on this zone at all. Maybe I need to spend a little bit more time with it, and I hope to do that, but as of right now, it's just not that interesting to me. And on to my favorite zone, and I know I'm not ranking them, but this zone is very funny to me because this zone, I kind of ranked it very low on my anticipation list. I wasn't sure if it was going to be more so comedy or more so a horror kind of zone, but for me, Van 55 is an amazing zone. You can sit in a bench and I think watch it for hours. You can see so many different things go on. My first run through, I didn't even know there was an actual like little mini show that takes place. That's really cool. It's just so much to watch, and you can just hang out and just talk to the characters. I think it's amazing zone. One of the best this year. All right, so on to the shows. Whoops, I kind of forgot to talk about the roaming hordes this year. So the roaming hordes comes in a variety pack basically. We have the geishas, we have the scarecrows and pumpkins, we have the hillbillies, and we have the cheerleaders. What I must say is that I don't really get the hillbillies. They're kind of too closely related to the chainsaw drill team. And the cheerleaders, not really that special to me. I really think the geishas are interesting, and the way they kind of do a change out, and the way they kind of bow, especially if you bow to them first, that's kind of cool. And I think the pumpkins are my absolute favorite this year. If you do not know where they are located next to Transformers. So definitely check them out and show the Scarecrow and the Pumpkin team some love. Alright, so on to the shows. Academy of Villains, fantastic. I've seen it now twice and I love it every time. Highly recommend you watch it. Bill and Ted sucks. Hey guys, that is it for my review. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Leave it down in the comment section your thoughts about this year overall. What do you like? What don't you like? As always, thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for giving me thumbs up and interacting with me. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. On to bigger things. Hopefully the event kind of gets better as the weeks go on. Let me know, like I said, down in the comment section, what do you guys enjoy about the event so far? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? Leave it down in the comment section. As always, make sure to hit a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more videos on the way. As always, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace.
My turn to play. You won't stand a chance.